Now, let's review a module together and walk through the materials. Let's look at Module 1, Your Money, Values, and Influences. Hopefully, you have a copy with you so you can follow along. Each of the 14 modules is structured in a similar way.
Like all of the 14 modules in Money Smart for Adults, Module 1 has 3 tools: the Instructor Guide, the Participant Guide, and the PowerPoint slides. Let's start with the first tool, the Instructor Guide. This is your roadmap to present a Money Smart module. It includes scripting to help you explain the core content. You can read the script to participants as is, or you can present the information in your own style.
The Contents page, found at the beginning of each Instructor Guide, provides a quick look at what's included in the module. In Module 1's Contents page, in every Instructor Guide in the curriculum, there are bold entries for background information for instructors, module opening numbered sections with the training content, and module closing. We will talk about each of these. The first item under Background Information for Instructors is the Training Preparation Checklist. This checklist helps you prepare for training. It recommends what you can do before the training session and how to structure the session. For example, it notes that activities make the training more engaging and help participants retain the material. It's generally better to cut content rather than activities if you are short on training time. The Training Preparation Checklist is identical in every module. Next in the background section is Materials you may need. It contains a list of materials you may need to present the module, such as markers and whiteboards and a parking lot to capture questions participants ask during training.
Understanding the icons is next. This table is identical in every module. The Instructor Guides use several icons to help you quickly navigate the training. There are icons for do, say, and ask. Do items are the actions you take as the instructor, such as dividing the participants into groups. Say items are the scripts you can read verbatim, if you choose to do so. Ask items are questions you ask participants to spark discussion. There are also icons for other parts of this module, such as when to lead discussion and when to present information.
The next 2 parts in Background Information for Instructors are unique to each specific module. First, Module Purpose lists the main topics covered in that module. And second, the Module at a Glance table provides the estimated time to cover the entire module, as well as key takeaways, purpose and objectives, and time estimates for each section in the module. For example, Module 1's Module at a Glance table estimates about 2 hours to cover the material, not including breaks or an optional introductory activity. It's just an estimate though, as your training session may go faster or slower. The appendix in the Guide to Presenting Money Smart for Adults has a table with the estimated presentation times for each module and each section within the modules. You'll see that the estimated times differ for each module. This table can also assist you in selecting module sections to present if you're not planning to deliver all of them.
The background information we just discussed is meant for you, the instructor. The module opening section is where you begin to present the module to participants. You can ask participants to complete the pre-training survey. It's located at the back of the participant guide, which makes it easy to tear out if you decide to collect the surveys. Using the survey can help you evaluate your training effectiveness and tailor your training approach for future sessions.
We also recommend including a fun activity from the Guide to Presenting Money Smart for Adults to kick things off, or use one of your own. That's a great way to energize participants and get them ready to learn. Then the training begins. Each module contains from 2 to 7 numbered content sections. For example, Module 1 has 3 sections. Every section in each of the 14 modules start with an introduction to section and key takeaway. participants will see the same key takeaways in their participant guides. You'll see the key takeaway in Section 1 of Module 1 is understanding your values can help you set achievable financial goals.
Each section provides a script that you can read as is on the left-hand side of the page, and small thumbnails of the corresponding PowerPoint slides on the right-hand side. The icons on the far left can help you navigate the script. Under each bolded title in the training sections, we let you know where you can find the corresponding content in the participant guide. For example, on page 11 of Module 1's Instructor Guide, it reads, "See page 3 in the participant guide." Each module contains try it and apply it activities. We'll talk more about those activities when we review the participant guides.
Throughout each instructor guide, when participants are supposed to turn to a specific page in their participant guide, that page number is given to you in the script. This makes it easy to navigate. For example, take a look at page 12 of the instructor guide for Module 1. The Say section reads, "Turn to apply it, my values," on page 3 in your participant guide. Most of the time, the entire activity is included in the instructor guide as well. Other times, only the questions asked in the activity are included in the instructor guide. For example, on page 12, there is a thumbnail copy of the slide showing "Apply it, my values," and the questions asked in that "Apply it" are shown in bold under the "Do."
At the end of every section, in every instructor guide, for every module, there is a section closing. Page 15 in Module 1's Instructor Guide is the end of Section 1. The section closing is where you can review the key takeaway for that section, the same words you use to open that section. Then, the next section starts on the following page. After the last section of a module, you'll find the module closing. The module closing starts with a table of all of the key takeaways for all of the sections of that module.
After that table, you'll see Take Action. Participants are more likely to take action on what you just covered in the training session if they commit to taking action during the training. Participants answer the same questions in every module. What will I do? How will I do it? And will I share my plans with anyone? If so, who?
The last activity in every module is the post-training survey. The instructor guides contain the answers to the knowledge questions, which are the same in both the pre-training and post-training surveys. The post-training survey also includes some questions about the training itself. The post-training survey is also in every participant guide, right after the pre-training survey. The answer key is on page 34 in Module 1's Instructor Guide. If you wish, you can share the correct answers for the knowledge questions with the participants after the training session ends. The answers are not in the participant guides.
There's a thank you graphic on the last slide in every slide deck to remind you to thank participants for attending. The last page of content in every instructor guide is a list of all 14 modules in Money Smart for Adults. It's the same table you'll find in the Guide to Presenting Money Smart for Adults. Take a few moments now to page through the instructor guide for Module 1 to familiarize yourself with the tool's comprehensive nature.